Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. This is Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. Today, I'm reacting to the Fox Soul Show TGIF, and that is hosted by Claudia Jordan. And on the panel is Al Reynolds and Funky Dineva. And so they were discussing earlier today the response regarding the final judgment that was awarded to Cardi B from the lawsuit, the defamation lawsuit against TASHA K. And it was interesting. It was a very interesting. The title is a little bit misleading because it says TASHA K responds. However, I thought they were going to address her statement and discuss, and that didn't happen. They mainly just talked about the following. So Funky Dineva first says that, he feels that this is going to change the landscape of YouTube and for vloggers and everything else, and that, people are going to have to pivot their content that are in the entertainment space. And I think the thing is, I feel as though it depends on the type of content you're putting out. I feel for the most part, most entertainment bloggers, they're not going this messy route to where they're blatantly putting out lies and knowingly putting out lies about somebody and targeting a specific person. This was the issue with TASHA K. She put out at least 40 plus videos of Cardi B, and allegedly they're still up on a Patreon, on a backup channel, on backup platforms. Like, she still wants to profit off of an A-lister because that is bringing her in the most money. That has now made her infamous with this lawsuit. That is the issue, is when you're knowingly targeting somebody with the means to go after you, and you continue to go after them, and they have given you, nearly 10 opportunities before it even got to court for you to just simply take the videos down, and you said no, and you got mad at them because they wouldn't come on your platform to debunk the rumors because the type of platform you have, it was just going to cause more chaos than it would resolve the issue, and you just kept poking the bear. Like, what was there? What was supposed to happen? All of this could have been avoided. And then Claudia Jordan was talking about how sometimes certain vloggers fill themselves in the chats and going live and this and that. And then sometimes they say things that go too far or whatever else. But this all started with an interview. This all started with an interview before it even went to any videos that she may have had with any chats or what have you. This all started from the Star Marie Jones interview. So it's again, and then in addition to that, these are Instagram lives. These are different platforms that TASHA K was having these conversations, just saying all these vile things about Cardi B. So it wasn't even half the time, it wasn't even on her platform in terms of her actual YouTube channel. She was doing lives in addition to the YouTube videos going after Cardi B. And the one with her daughter in the background while she's cussing away and everything else. It was personal for TASHA K to try to take down Cardi B, to humiliate her, to ruin her reputation, to do all this stuff. So that's not the same case for other YouTubers. All of the other YouTubers have their own niche, even in the entertainment space, but they're not specifically targeting specific people or going beyond in their critique of a celebrity or reality star and knowingly spreading lies about that celebrity. That's the difference here. That's the difference. Now, the people who are trying to emulate TASHA K and are trying to put out that type of content on their channel, then that's one thing. Then they may have to pivot their approach. But I doubt they went as far as TASHA K did. I could be wrong, but I doubt that they've went as far as TASHA K did. So I think, for the most part, everybody's going to be fine. But the example has been set that you're not just going to get on a platform and blatantly lie about somebody and not think there won't be consequences. And knowingly lie about somebody and admit on the stand that you knowingly lied about somebody because you saw the clicks, you saw the views, you saw the revenue you were getting by putting out negativity about this one person. So it was personal and it was a high off of getting the new money off of the Cardi B slander and defamatory statements. That's all this was. For the most part, most of the entertainment channels are for your entertainment purposes. They're not to be mean or malicious. They are to, discuss the truth, discuss what's going on in the world, have credible receipts and credible publications that you are simply reporting the news and reacting to it. TASHA K took it to a whole nother level and made it personal and was talking about this woman's daughter. It just went beyond. And then the winos were attacking Cardi B. They're still attacking Cardi B in these chats. And so then Al Reynolds, he gave his comments and he said that, he said previously he felt that, Cardi B was going to win. And he said he likes the fact that this wasn't a Beyonce or a Jay-Z that did this, but he said it's probably, I think what's probably shocking for some people is the actual person who did it. He said that, people were probably, everybody that remembers Cardi B, he said that he used to see Cardi B at the strip club. Like, he used to go watch her. And then he said people used to make fun of Cardi B because of, her teeth on Love and Hip Hop and how she behaved on Love and Hip Hop and how she talked on Love and Hip Hop. And now she used her resources to fight for something and won big. And so then I went back to Funky Dineva and he was talking about how, with the judgment, he said, you think like the larger companies like Delta, Procter and Gamble, all of that, if they, have to pay a judgment in a lawsuit, like they have it because they're billion-dollar corporations. So that's like a kick in the bucket. But for any average person, it's, nearly $4 million is a lot of money. And so then Al was saying, well, even for a regular person, $4 million is a lot of money, even if you have the means to pay it. And so this is where I kind of have an issue because I felt some people in the live chat were spreading lies and propaganda about TASHA K. Like, for instance, somebody in the chat that Claudia Jordan read that TASHA K had insurance. And that was a lie because Funky Dineva was speaking to the fact that he's been on YouTube for 12 years and said there's no insurance. And TASHA K admitted in the courtroom that her business had no insurance. That was reported by Dennis Byron, by Choke No Joke, and Brittany Dobbins and everybody. And Sylvia, that she had no insurance. She has no insurance. She's not paying taxes. Like, this is what I mean when people are so either brainwashed or they just want to spit out things about people with no receipts. Meanwhile, if you'd been following the trial and you've been filing, what TASHA K and her husband have been saying on the stand, you would know she has no insurance. So I kind of had an issue with that because I feel like if they're going to bring up comments in the chat, like, can they at least bring up ones that are true or have a legitimate question about something and not just spreading the same type of propaganda and fake news that TASHA K is trying to do? And so then somebody else in the comment tried to say, oh, TASHA K's got it. TASHA K makes $1 million a month. And Funky Dineva's like, oh. He's like, I've been on YouTube 12 years. I know what the YouTube money looks like. And he's like, I don't know TASHA K's personal assets or any of that, but I know she doesn't have no 3.8 million. And I know she's not making no $1 million a month on YouTube. I've been here for 12 years. I know what the checks look like. So again, it's like, why pivot your show to that if it's not going to be a reasonable comment or a legitimate comment? It's one thing whether they can agree or disagree with you, but to just spit out blatant lies and you have somebody on the panel that still is a content creator on YouTube after 12 years, like that just kind of took away from the entire segment for me. Because I was like, what is happening? What are we doing? Why are we reading these comments from people who are probably winos that are trying to spit out, you know, whatever talking points they got out, just like a Trump-esque situation, and spit out these talking points to make it seem like, oh yeah, TASHA K's got it. TASHA K, she makes $1 million a month. TASHA K, blah, 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 blah. When you have somebody there that still works for YouTube, still works at YouTube, still works for Google. Who knows what the checks look like? It just, I don't know. I just felt that wasn't a good look at that point. And then I thought that they were going to discuss, like I said at the beginning, TASHA K's statement, and they just didn't address it at all. And I was kind of disappointed. But then they had discussed, you know, whether or not, if, you know, Claudia was bringing up, had TASHA K just simply gave an apology or something to Cardi B, maybe Cardi B would knock down some of this judgment money. Or at least have her just pay the lawyers and attorneys or whatever else. And just the main thing was Cardi B just wanted it to stop. She just wanted the slander. She wanted the, you know, defamatory statement. She just wanted it to stop. She just wanted these videos to be taken down. And Funky Dineva was even saying that if TASHA K just simply gave an apology, a genuine apology, took down the videos, you know, maybe Cardi B would cut her some slack and be like, hey, just pay the lawyer fees and that's it. Then we're done. But TASHA K will not back down. And that's why I thought it would have been a perfect segue for them to go into TASHA K's statement from last night to really address the true elephant in the room, which is TASHA K still doesn't want to take any accountability or responsibility. In fact, she's trying to allege that either YouTube or Cardi B are machines trying to keep her down. And trying to allege racism when that wasn't at play here. You admitted yourself on the stand everything that you did. But you're trying to project out to your winos a different alternative version of your facts. That is actually a lie. So again, it's like, what are we talking about? TASHA K has had nearly 4 years to apologize to Cardi B and she still hasn't. And she's still telling her winos basically that she won. That what everybody's reporting, all of the publications all around the world, is fake news. And so now you have a subset of winos who are actually waiting to see if the transcripts are going to exonerate their fave or not, knowing daggone well all of the people who've been reporting on this have had the same story the past couple of weeks. Like, make it make sense. So yeah, I would say, like, moving forward, if people are going to, like, incorporate the chat, it's one thing if you're, like, live on YouTube and you can kind of filter out quickly, like if it's a troll comment or if it's something funny or whatever. Or sometimes people just pin the comments but not always read them. And that's one thing. But to just blatantly, like, lie about something and you have somebody on the panel that can quickly debunk it, it just didn't look professional. It did not look like a good look. Like, I felt like of all the things to say in the chat, because Claudia made it a point to say people were going hard in the chat, like, why not just have, like, a yay or nay in there, or, you know, wow, that's a large judgment, or, you know, whatever, you know, good for Cardi B, you know, for, like, just something to where it added to the segment. I felt that the comments that you chose that were either picked out by you or picked out by the producers took away from the segment. So I would just say, like, regarding moving forward, whenever the next show is, and incorporating the live chat, can we at least incorporate, like, something factual? Like, whether they're giving a factual opinion instead of just saying a blatant lie that TASHA K makes $1 million a month on YouTube and that TASHA K has insurance with YouTube, and Funky Dineva, who still does content creation on YouTube, knows the receipts, knows the facts on that. Like, can we just have it to where we're picking out accurate comments for the live chat to add to the segment, not take away from the segment? So that's all I want. But that is all. I will put the link in the description box so you guys can check out the segment for yourself and let me know what your guys' thoughts are, what you guys think. Definitely, like I said, I definitely think Funky Dineva saw the videos of people calling him out for not saying anything about TASHA K. So I definitely think, and I think the comment about him being held hostage by TASHA K or him being paid not to say anything or whatever, and that, again, that came from somebody in the chat being messy. I think that shook him, and he was like, okay, well, whenever the next time this is, I have to say something so they don't drag me this time. Like, I definitely know that's what happened. So, but I'm glad at least he said something this time and addressed the elephant in the room. So that was a lot better. But yeah, again, choose comments in the chat that are going to add to your segment, not take away from your segment, and not put out blatant lies. Like, let's not do that. So let me know what you guys think. And like I said, I'll put the link in my description box because you cite your sources and you guys can check out the video for yourself. Again, I was disappointed because I thought they were going to address TASHA K's statement that was just full of lies and delusions and conspiracy theories, but they didn't. So I felt like their title is misleading of what the video is because they didn't address her comments. So that's on that. For those of you, if it's your first time viewing my channel, welcome. I have a playlist specific to the Cardi B lawsuit defamation case against TASHA K, so you can catch up with all of the past couple of weeks of what has taken place in the trial, from all of the coverage of people who were actually in the courtroom, front and center, that are, giving the blow-by-blow of what was taking place on all sides. Also, I have a playlist specific to the out-of-courtroom shenanigans that's still going on with this Cardi B and TASHA K defamation case, because although the trial phase is over, we still have another court date coming up here in February and potential additional charges depending on what happens with this February hearing. So more to come on that, but there's just been so much going on social media since the court date that it's just been like a daily update almost of what's happening. So check out that playlist too if you've missed anything that's been happening, and catch up for sure. Those of you, to my supporters, followers, thank you guys so much. You guys are incredible. I'm grateful and appreciative of each and every single one of you. You guys go hard in the comments, and I am, grateful for all of you. You guys are awesome. Your blessings to each and every single one of you. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification button so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys again very soon.